The face of cryptocurrency is changing as we speak, and AI agents are the mechanism of this change. Historically, when the FOMC halts breakouts, this means the institutional level traders are taking cash off the table, leaving retail twiddling their thumbs with excess liquidity, and in turn, historically has created massive upside on ecosystems like Solana meme coins. Look at what happened just recently on Solana meme coins. They're completely crashing. Meanwhile, it's the Virtuals protocol that just over the past 14 days has been seeing amazing upside. We are fortunate enough to capture this over the holiday week inside our VIP with Rocket at 8 hay pennies, jumping as high as 24 hay pennies. AIXCB, this is one of my biggest side bags now, not because of the amount of money I invested in it, but the amount of upside at 26 hay pennies, rocketing as high as 11 cents. We've got a full vetting list on how to put these together. So the guys inside Discord have been bragging, oh, I changed $2,000 into $10,000 in the past 5 days. In order to position ourselves for the most upside in the month of January, we've got to jump into VIP and pull out one of our many tools. This one, a simple calendar guide to FOMC monetary policy. We can see on January 3rd, the employment report was released. This came with a leak 48 hours beforehand. So right here on January 1st, they're already releasing this data. The December jobs report sending Caspa on a moonshot to test the range of its all-time high. Caspa, known to have a massive correlation to monetary policy. Each one of these arrows is an FOMC meeting. Those meetings are the most potent of all the monetary policy calendar dates. Virtuals and Caspa both sharing Binance futures listings. There's no spot exchange yet, but the futures shows how interested Binance is in the Virtuals project. They did this with Caspa right here at the 10-cent level. Since then, price has never been able to break below it. This is known as gamma support. BlackRock did the exact same thing with Coinbase and Bitcoin. First, BlackRock seed funded the ETF. Then suddenly, even though Gary Gensler was running around regulating everybody, Coinbase is now allowed to do futures on Bitcoin, creating a gamma support level, protecting BlackRock's investments. Marathon Digital buying a massive amount of hardware, investing in the Caspa ecosystem back here. BlackRock, a major shareholder of Marathon Digital, pulling some strings, getting their assets protected with this gamma support. Monetary policy is so important. When it comes time to sell top, we're the only channel that opened 60 days before the true bottom on the altcoin market cap came into play. When we started uploading videos, it was to short sale, creating more profit to then roll into long positions at the absolute market low. All of this based on monetary policy. This rabbit hole goes way deeper than the meetings and rate cuts. It slides into quantitative easing and quantitative tightening. When the FOMC stimulates this bull run, they've already said it's not going to be from rate cuts this year. This time, they're going to be using the quantitative cycle. All of this monetary policy information is going to play directly into the altcoin market as well as AI agents, which are currently dominated by the retail market. Very similar to Caspa in the early stage. Hence, Binance has already set up that gamma squeeze support because now the big dogs, the institutional investors, are starting to load their bags, getting ready to set up markets so they can earn cash for the swaps in the future. What the FOMC's been doing with their quantitative cycle recently, you can see this ramping downward. That means that they're taking cash off the street in exchange for bond yields. At any time, the FOMC can halt this, and they're scheduled to do it at the end of quarter 1. This is up in the air, though. They can push it back into quarter 2. Plus, they've done such a good job getting cash off the street. At any time, they can turn around, flip to quantitative easing. In the scenario the FOMC initiates quantitative easing, we have a super cycle on our hands. Peaks beyond our wildest imaginations will take place in the scenario they start adding liquidity into the hands of the institutional players. Looking at the total 3 chart, there's strong resistance from the prior cycle peak at 1.1 trillion. In a more dovish scenario where inflation comes in low, this January 10th, price starts to rally, surpasses this resistance. Strong resistance statistically flips into support. And without this added liquidity from rate cuts or the quantitative cycle, this candle isn't gonna go supernova. Every single breakout can be traced to the day, to the dollar. Inside VIP, before the September rocket, each one of these peaks, we trace the dollar sales of the bond auctions to the day, to the dollar. Once the bond sales took place, that would draw liquidity away from the market, creating this down tick. That was while the rates were still high. BlackRock and the institutional investors want to buy bonds when the rates are high. This can all be tracked down. It's a very deep rabbit hole. Every way that this FOMC data comes out, it still leaves more growth for the AI agent sector. Right now, the second in the door, strongest competitor to virtuals is getting ready for their native token launch, known as Creator Bid. They have partnerships with BitSensor Tau, Massa, deep pockets, and a higher quality product. We'll get into those in a moment. Meanwhile, over at the Virtuals protocol, Rocket, one of the strongest projects on the rise right now, around a $20 million market cap, forming an ascending triangle with the apex reaching that January 10th FOMC monetary policy date. Convo, one of the only 2 agents that interacts with the protocol. Every other agent has to use Convo and its functionality, now reaching massively oversold levels. This falling wedge also coming to an apex on that January 10th date. Does this mean that there's going to be upside for the virtual agents on January 10th? My money says yes. Jumping over to the Creator Bid, within the next 30 days, the native token will launch, and those sales will lead directly into marketing of these AI agents, which are open right now as a type of pre-sale. This is the mascot, Agent Alco, go-to for everybody. Getting down into these more micro cap, this is where you're going to find your true 100x bag. I spent the last 3 days vetting through these, and I found some serious alpha. In the last video, we mentioned Wall Street Bets. Very strong project. Right now, there's a new agent on the rise, Agent 2025. Anyone who's done a significant amount of vetting realizes the majority of agents will in some way predict the cryptocurrency market future. This one has a novelty act of saying it in audio, speaking 50 different languages. Now's the perfect time to join VIP as we're about to open a new menu screen for the Creator Bid callouts. You get all this macroeconomic trends, all your printouts, your classic pattern Excel sheet, a trading journal reaching back over 8 months with the detailed technical analysis correlated with monetary policy. This is the place to go, not only for the Creator Bid launch. When Powell reaches the podium, he's going to start shaping the bull market for us. Remember, this is the channel that opened at the exact bottom of the market, intentionally showcasing that we're the channel that's going to find the absolute top. This is a priceless skill that you can carry on through the rest of your investing life, whether it's stocks, housing, or right now, this once every 4-year bull market cycle. The group is filled with experienced traders because they understand the value of hiring on a team team to do work for you, having an extra set of eyes combing through the charts, reading the right papers, and then giving you that information in an easy to digest format. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.